I just wanted to do a van tour really quick. We just got back from a month-long ski trip in Canada. So this is real van life. It's actually, I cleaned it up a little bit. My boyfriend's already gotten all of his stuff out of the van, but this is real van life. There's dirt on the floor. The stove's dirty. But so this is a Freightliner Sprinter 170. This is a wet room. This is like that FRP. We've got a little porta potty. And I've got a shower pan down here with a drain. And so I have a strap back here for my snowboard. So when I get in from a day of snowboarding, I can strap that in there and then it's not banging around while I'm driving. When all my gear is wet, I can hang it up, and got a diesel heater right here. Excuse the trash. Diesel heater right here that we just turn the vent to kind of blow in here and everything dries. There were a couple days where it was snowing, like really wet snow. And so all my stuff was just soaked by the end of the day. And so I hung it up, same with my bibs. And everything kind of drip dried into the pan. And then with the heater on, it was dry by the next day. So up here, keep random stuff, window covers. My helmet's right here, but I usually have my helmet right here. And then all my gloves and stuff, so that, again, I can kind of lay it out so that it dries by the end of the day. This is a partition curtain, kind of insulated. It's a moving blanket. And of course, it's cut out for the heater, so it doesn't burn up. But also, so in this wet room, I do take, quote, showers after a day of snowboarding. Sometimes when you're van lifing, you don't always have access to a shower. And so I have this little pump sprayer that I put cold water in, and then I boil some water on the stove. And so then I put some of that in there. And then obviously I take the toilet and all my clothes out and everything, and I get in there and I kind of rinse off, soap up, rinse off again, and then dry off. And then things like this are for towels, so that you can fold it up, hang it up, and then again, with the heat on, it's dry by the next day. So moving over here, we have these little push lock things. I don't really like these, but don't really have a whole lot of options. This is a pantry. I usually keep toiletries up here, towels, toe warmers, because Canada. So food and stuff. And then down here, toilet paper for the porta potty. A little vacuum, which is great. Runs on the same 18-volt battery that like my impact driver does and like other tools. So I just have one of those chargers in the back. And then I can just use this when I need it. And you're not carrying extra things and extra batteries and extra chargers, and it's just really easy. Grocery bags, laundry. Usually keep laundry detergent and then like laundry money right here, so it's easy to grab when you're going to do laundry. And then extra food if I'm carrying if I have my dog with me. Then dog food and like dog stuff goes down here. This past trip we did not take the dog, so this was just extra food storage. Also a little broom. It's nice to like sweep stuff up, and then you have the vacuum to vacuum it up. Over here to the kitchen, we have pop-up countertop, 2-burner propane stove, sink, and again, we just went on a month-long trip, so this is very lived in. It's dirty. I have not cleaned it. But dishes, and then I have a 40-gallon water tank back here with a little 12-volt pump. And so you just turn the little pump on with a little switch and you have water. Cold, do not have a water heater, but it's fine. It's worked out so far. And then I've got a like 5 or 6 gallon gray water tank down there. And that's really easy to just unhook, take this out, disconnect the little, it's got a RV drain. So you just pull this out and then pull this out and go dump your gray water and then put it back in, put the drain back in, strap it back in. You're good to go. Paper towels, you know, all the things. Hi. Hey, boo-boo. And then utensils, salt, pepper, lighter for the stove because it's not hooked up to power. All the things. Hand sanitizer so you don't use as much water. And then kettle for coffee or tea or whatever. And then just, you know, colander, bowls, stuff for cooking. And then another cutting board that was a gift, cast iron, pots and pans, oil, stuff like that. Do you need to fix this? But, you know, it's a long list of things that need to be fixed in a van at all times. It's kind of like a house. There's always something that needs to be fixed or you want to change or whatever. Over here, so this pantry, we've got remote for the heater, carbon monoxide detector, little basket for like cables and things and just random things. Hooks. So it's black, it's kind of hard to see. But I definitely, as you can see, I went with a very specific theme in here. Another cat. Kiwi, what you doing? She's a van cat. She loves it in here. But obviously not black floors, but gray floors, black cabinets, wood, and then we've got the wood on the walls. Oh, forgot this magnetic knife thing and magnetic spice rack. I am getting rid of this. I don't like it. Most of the, as you can see, one's missing. We're trying to get it open to get the garlic powder out, and we ended up destroying it. But all of the spices that I put in here like solidified. And then you can't get them open. So I'm going to be taking this out and just putting in like a little rack to like put little bottles of or containers of spices in. I think it'll be a little bit more useful than these. These are cute, you know, very van lifey, but they're just not practical. Oh, and up here, always be careful when you're opening a cabinet in a van. This is kitchen storage, so like plates, bowls are usually right here, coffee mugs, you know, French press for coffee, stuff like that, towels. So down here, so this is a bench. These are blankets. Everything in a van has to be multi-purpose. So, you know, hooks hold things, hold jackets, bags, keys. Usually have the van key hanging up right here so that you always know where it is. And then an outlet, and that's a USB outlet. And it's wired for 12 volt. But these are blankets. They're also the cushion that you sit on. These are your backrest. They're also multi-purpose. So if you want to sit up in bed and read or like watch TV or watch a movie or whatever, these go back there and you can rest your back against it. You don't have room for multiple things when you're living in a van. So everything kind of has to be multi-purpose. Same with these blankets. Again, cushion to sit on this little bench, but they're also, if it gets cold, if your heat goes out, which has happened before, these are extra blankets. But so this is a fridge down here on a drawer. Got a locking mechanism. So you just pull this out. Again, this is probably going to be dirty. But you got a fridge, yeah, dirty. It smells a little bit. 12-volt fridge, and then extra storage down here for like fruit and vegetables or cans, like whatever. And it's just like back in. Up here, had put in the storage shelf for books. We had our tablet up here that we would watch, like Netflix on or whatever. If we're charging our phones at night, we would plug them in and then have the cord up here and stick our phones in here. Just other stuff. And then over here, so I let him have the bigger cabinets because his clothes are bigger. Again, he's gotten all of his stuff out, but got cabinets. And then on this side, I still have most of my clothes still in here. So I've got clothes, and then all my smaller stuff. So like socks and underwear, sports bras, all that stuff. My electric socks, Theragun, very important on a ski trip. So this is a queen size mattress. It's just a standard queen size. It's not cut or anything. It's just thrown in here. So we've got a little bit of space on each side to stick phones or books or whatever, or just tuck the comforter in. But down here might be a little hard to see. Got a bunch of random stuff. Again, I need to clean it out. Water tank, water pump back here, shoe storage, more shoe storage back there. That's the wheel well. And then we have this Blue Eddy. This is a 200 amp hour. I think it's the 200 max Blue Eddy. It has worked really well. Just this past trip, because we were in Canada, and I guess being so far north, I didn't think about this, but the battery would not charge well. So I am going to you can buy an extra battery pack to like attach to this. And so if we go back to Canada, being in the States, don't have that problem, but just didn't charge, from the solar on the roof. So I have 200 watt, so 400 watt, of solar on the roof. So if we go back to Canada, which we're planning to next year, I'm going to get another battery pack to go with this. But then I've got my little fuse box over here. I'm going to put a light down here and do another tour. It's 12 volt for the Starlink. I have Starlink flat mounted on the roof. And then just general storage, extra diesel, the ice scraper and the brush, a bunch of random stuff. And then a bunch of tools and extra things for the van. Because again, like plumbing parts and electrical parts, again, you're driving a house around, so you kind of need to, if something breaks, you want to be able to repair it on the road. So like random things in there. He's got a hammock chair, our hose for filling up the water. Yeah, so this flooring goes from the front of the van right there all the way back. It is one continuous piece. I wanted it that way, so that again, if there's a water leak or if I bring in wet ski gear or whatever, it's not creeping in somewhere underneath some trim, and gonna ruin the subfloor. But yeah, I've got this wood all over the ceiling, Max air fan, got covered up, but yeah. 170 Sprinter, it's fully insulated with Havelock wool. Got 2 layers of it. I built this specifically to be a mobile ski lodge, essentially. I used to have a ski condo at a resort, and we sold it, and I decided to build this so that I can go to any ski resort and not have to be stuck to one. But this is a C.R. Lawrence window, the T-vent window, so this moves out. Usually don't open this in the winter, but if you need like ventilation when you're cooking. That's the other thing that I did. me see if I can get this close with one hand. So if I am cooking and I burn something, which happens a lot, I'm a terrible cook, I can open that window, turn the fan on, and then you've got like cross ventilation to like pull whatever smells are out of the van. But yeah, that's my van. Built it myself 2 years ago. I bought the van in August of 2023, and then I built it from August to December by myself. It was an empty cargo van the day that I bought it. I insulated it, put in all this wood, tongue and groove, built all these cabinets, built everything myself. And yeah, headliner shelf, curtain, and then these are the only things that I buy when I'm traveling is stickers. And so these are all the places that I've been in the van. There's more places, but the stickers have fallen off. Some people's stickers are better than others. But yeah, I buy stickers wherever I go, and put them up here. Yeah, that's the van. I'll go up on the roof and show you what's up there.